Death vlog.
Yo, it's Big Fair Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. When I'm fresh off of that, well, it happened earlier, but you know, we won that Nuggets game. Spicy Nuggets. I will not deny that. I would not deny that those Nuggets were spicy. And we're going to talk about that, yo. We're going to talk about that because the truth is that they played a good game, but we played a better game. They played a good game, but we competed on the road, scored 122 points. What are we talking about? Yo, we got to put some respect on this team. All of that rebuild shit, nah. Where you at, Lav? Where all that rebuilding shit you was talking about? I need my Nets fans to pull up. I got some discrepancies. We ain't rebuilding, we retooling. That's what they saying. That's what we saying. Listen, man, that was a good game. First and foremost, let's start with the first quarter. Kept it even, 30-30. This new lineup we got is good. The defense is very good. And Denver, they got a good team. And I seen Jokic doing his thing and why they said that man should be MVP. They go laugh right there. Mr. Rebuild himself. They go laugh right there. He was talking spicy. Let me give him a chance to say what he need to say. Let me give him a chance. And let me throw the link in the chat. It's Nets at Night. We out here. Still in 5th place. Go run tell your Knicks fan friends that. Stop playing with me. Yo, man. I ain't the one. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all be mad at me for being optimistic. Why, though? Why? Why y'all mad at me? Huh? We out there playing basketball. Giving it to them. Who won the matchup between Bruce Brown and Royce O'Neal? Royce O'Neal had a solid 11 points. Bruce Brown had 9 points. What? Is it even or not? 4 for 9 for Royce O'Neal? Huh? What we talking about? Oh, retool.
Yeah.
Wise words.
Wise
words by a wise man.
But I knew, bro. I've been saying that. I might have phrased it wrong. Rebuild, retool. It's all the same shit to me. You feel me?
Nah, rebuild mean you starting from scratch. Remember, we supposed to be a championship or bust team. We right in the middle of that. We not a bust. We not a necessarily a championship contending team, especially this season with everything that happened. Nobody's expecting us to win everything, win it all, win a chip, win a trophy. But talk to me, man. What you think about the team now?
They finding chemistry. They building chemistry. Yeah, we 5 out of 6 in our last
Yep.
Our last what was it?
We only lost to the Bucks, man.
Yo, bro.
We beat Boston. Then we beat. I think we beat.
That's the most impressive thing to me. We beat Boston, Minnesota, and then today Denver. Like
we beat in the tough teams. Yes. Because we are tough. I told you we a tough team. That's why we beating the tough teams.
We really not going nowhere, so I'm not really getting too.
I'm not doing this with you, man. Not after a win like that, bro.
Yeah, listen, but we not really going nowhere, bro. Like this is cool.
I don't see how you could say this. I don't understand how you could see us play a game like that, win in a situation where it was down to the last basket, and we win the game on defense, not on the foul line.
That was impressive.
So how we not going nowhere? We beat one of the best teams in the world.
I'm not saying we not going nowhere, but we not going far. Let me rephrase that. We not going far.
I ain't jacketed, man.
You think we going far? I mean, yes. You're entitled to your own. You entitled to that. But I'm saying I got my opinion, and I don't think you feel me? We going that far. I mean, like, I don't know, man.
I mean, whatever. I'm about to throw the pad or the screen, and one of us gonna have to get in that pad because you keep saying that we not gonna go far, and I'm saying that we gonna go far. I think we should just hash it out, bro.
Where you think we going? Where you think we going? ECF?
To be honest with you, I don't think that far ahead when it comes to what we doing, and I'm gonna tell you why before I get to it. Is because it's a new assembled team, so I kind of want to have a opinion on what we're gonna do from game to game. Because when we first started with this roster, remember we lost 3-4 in a row. So when you were saying it then, yeah, it was hard to debate that. But then we just won our last 5 out of 6 or 4 out of 5.
I
Like we
just
really
don't think
playing.
this team. I just don't think. I mean, we
I believe in this
competing.
team. I
We
believe in this team.
we competing, but I just don't. Man, I don't know, man. They're gonna have to make me a believer, bro.
You got 7 players in double digits. And like I said, part of the reason why I believe in this team is because of the book that I'm reading from T-Deck to Brooklyn. And they explain that the championship the ABA championship team, they have multiple scorers, a good 4, 5, 6 of them that could give you double digits every game, every night. Right? So you got 15, 14, 20, 25, 15, 11, 6, 12. Look. You got Seth Curry coming off the bench scoring 12. You got Royce O'Neal. Don't forget Joe Harris, 9 points, man. Those 3 threes he hit was immaculate.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And Finney Smith was yo.
Nah, he was
That boy
knocking
was
shit
not
down.
lights out tonight, bro. 5 for 7.
That's the
I mean,
Finney Smith I know.
right. I'm impressed, man. I'm glad he shake it off, man. Like that song goes, shake it off, man.
Yeah, but yeah, man. I mean,
I said, look
I
at
hope we go
no,
far.
no.
I
What you
mean,
said about the game? Let's get to the predictions before we play. Remember, we threw the schedule up,
mm-hmm.
and you said we definitely losing it to the Nuggets.
I
Not
said we
true.
gonna lose to the Nuggets, OKC. Uh, we play Sacramento too, right? I said that was gonna be a L. I was wrong. Well, as far as Denver
Word.
and Minnesota, I'm already what? I'm 0 for 2.
See what I'm saying? But listen, man, it's okay, bro. You know what I'm saying? I totally get it. I totally get it. I understand why people wouldn't be, as confident in the Nets because the roster changed. But what I'm saying is y'all looking
I
at the
thought it was
team
too
on
late in
paper.
but my whole thing was I knew we got good pieces back. You feel me? I'm just saying I thought it was too late in this season. Like it wasn't salvageable, you feel me? But I see that they putting it together quick, man. Like I mean, like
Yeah, we got chemistry. These players got something to prove, and I think that's another thing people overlooked. They overlooked that this team actually got something to prove. Mikal Bridges want to prove that he could have been doing more for the Phoenix Suns. He probably felt like the Phoenix Suns could have won the championship if
that's
they,
what he said.
they, what I'm saying, gave him a bigger role.
That's what he said. He said we all feel some type of way. We got traded, so we trying to work through Nuggets on.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what we did with them, man. We took them, man.
yo, but yeah, man. Like you feel me? They all saying they got something to prove. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm not. Let me. I don't want you to think that I don't want our team to succeed because I do. You feel me? If we could go
Nah,
far, I would. You think I wouldn't want us to go far? I would want us to
Yo,
go
I think
far.
you one of
But
the you one of the funniest fans that I know. To be honest, I think about you like when I think about fans, and like especially after tonight game, I was like, I wonder what Lab is going to say after we just cooked the Nuggets. I ponder because again, I feel like you do want us to win, but you a person that you a sure bet person to me, a sure bet fan. Like you're willing to say that we'll win it, but you look at it like if the odds are not in our favor, we might lose it. Like tonight, we was the underdog going into the Nuggets game. Like
yeah,
everybody didn't expect us to win. I mean, we the number 5th seed. They the like number 3 or 2 or 1
yeah.
or something like that. So you know what I'm saying? We went in there, with the
But
with
I'm
the
not changing my like how I feel. The team should like the moves that should be made and like how we should go. Like the team should be built going forward. I still feel strongly about that. But Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we go far with this team, I still think we need changes to be made to the roster. Like, you feel me? I still think
But
Seth gotta
that's
go. I still think I don't know. Royce is kind of playing solid, man. I ain't gonna
yeah,
front.
like that's why I be saying. I'm glad you be pulling up so I can slow you down, man. I don't want you going around with this rhetoric.
Nah, but it's just that Royce be like, I don't know, man. Like
Royce showing up. Listen,
he
you know what happened with Royce that made him a better player? He started coming off of the bench. And because he usually a starter, I mean, in Utah, his whole career, he was a starter to my knowledge. And now he's playing off the bench. He got extra energy. He
it's a better
extra,
role.
yeah. That role, man. He's strong in that role because he don't come off the bench as a great offensive player. He come as a great defensive player, but you can't leave him open. He hit some big threes for us, man.
Yeah. Now defensively, this team is like, I'm not gonna lie, man. This team is well put together defensively, man. Like teams don't want to see us defensively, man. Like
Nah,
we won 2 back-to-back crucial games in the clutch off of defense. We got 3 late game stops. You feel me?
I'm listening
We
to you,
got the
bro.
one in Minnesota and the 2 stops tonight.
Oh, yeah, it did. Look, Pete Gabe, we had the with 18 points in the fucking third quarter, bro. Like
Huh?
that's defense. I mean, when you we could say a lot of
Oh yeah,
shit.
I saw that. You held the Nuggets to 18 in the third in the quarter. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, we
And we
came out. We
outscored
threw
them
it.
too. That's the thing. We outscored them. We was scoring the ball tonight too, right?
Yeah. Yo, see, but look, this is what I'm saying. This is the team you saying that we talking about, we discussing. I'm saying I believe it. I'm tell you why. First quarter, first and foremost, we matched 8 points. That first quarter been a problem for the Brooklyn Nets for a few games in a row. We fixed that. We made so it's like 0-0 going into the second quarter. Now that second quarter, we scored. We on pace. We stayed with 31. They scored 39. They just had an incredible quarter. Boom. We matched that damn near with 37 points in the third quarter, and they didn't match what they did in the first half. And that's where we had control of the tempo, of the momentum, of the pace of the game. You feel what I'm saying? And I think that's what I'm talking about for the most part is that when it comes down to pace, we doing it with defense, and then it's going to the offense. And
Nah, but
Mikal Bridges
Dinwiddie,
is a star, man. Yo, listen, let
yeah,
me.
he's a
Oh, go ahead.
star.
Talk your shit about Dinwiddie.
Nah,
Talk your shit.
I
Oh
was about to
shit,
say,
Barry on your ass, boy. Barry on your ass.
I still want that. I just said that. You
Yeah,
feel me?
he did say that, Barry.
But it's
He
not.
did.
I don't want to like. I don't know, man. Like full rebuild. That's crazy. Sean Mark. We already spoke on that, bro. We already
We
knew that
did. We
Sean Mark
did.
said this is a retool. You feel me? But the
We
only
too.
thing is, I wanna. We should get younger, bro. You feel me? That's all. You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying?
But nah, what I'm saying is Finney Smith, young, CJ, young. Uh, you know what I'm saying?
They young, but not really.
I don't know, bro. I
CJ
think look,
27, Mikal
yeah.
about to be 27.
You got
Um,
Mikal Bridges, young. Spencer, the oldest player on the team. What you talking about? Seth Curry, Joe Harris, Theta, Nerlens Noel. We could replace Nerlens. We could, you know what I'm saying? Like the core of our team, we could keep. We don't
I
need to
just
get
don't
away
want to trade
those
away
players.
picks, bro. I
So
just
all
don't
right,
want to.
so all right. So my thing is, all right, cool. My
Because I
thing
feel
is,
like that's what they're gonna do, bro. They're gonna try to get a star and trade away mad picks for us. I don't want to do that, bro. Like I don't feel like
listen.
we should do that.
Listen, I feel you. But what I'm saying is, I don't know what they're gonna do, but if they listen to my vlog, I don't know if they listen to me or whatever. But I think the team that you build around with this, for one, you gotta I like again in the post game interview, they interviewed Dorian Finney Smith, and it was like, yo, when I don't shoot, my teammates get mad at me, like, yo, keep shooting. And that's where he get the confidence from. And that
Yeah,
comes from playing with Spencer Dinwiddie. It's something about playing with Spencer Dinwiddie that got shooters comfortable. Look at Joe Harris tonight. Joe
hmm,
Harris got his swag back, baby.
yeah.
He ain't
Because
been
he's
playing
passed
with.
first.
He knows he played with Spencer.
Yeah, but Spencer's a guard. Like he facilitate. You know what I mean?
He had
That
16 assists. He had more assists than points.
Yeah, I know. But that's what I was getting ready to say with Spence. Like, you feel me? I was getting ready to say about Spence. Like, yo, he really be like facilitating out there, like you feel me, like the way.
Yeah.
But he explained that, you feel me. He had a press conference after the game, and he was saying how the game go, how the game flow usually go in the beginning and shit like that. You know, it's about running plays in the second and third quarter. You know, you get the dunks, the runs, and transition. And then he was like, the fourth quarter, it's about matchups. You feel me? And he was like, you know, I'm a goat at the matchup, like you feel me. So, and I was watching the game, and I was seeing how he kept like he was sending Joe Harris to the corner. He was telling Mikhail
Mhm.
like go over there. Like
Talk, talk
he was
that bitch.
like directing traffic. Like you feel
Yeah,
me? And
direct
then
exactly. He
and
might
then he
as well
would
had a
bring up,
whistle, bro.
huh? And then
Nah,
he
go
brought
ahead. I
up
was
then
just
like
trying to
he
say some
kept
funny
putting,
shit, but he was doing some. Yo, one of the best games I've seen Dinwiddie have since he got back. When you talk about
yeah,
a combo guard, 16 assists and 15 points, what
yeah.
more you want? He
Nah,
got
I
something to
like what he
prove,
did
bro.
though. I like what he did though. Like you feel me? He kept getting the mismatch with Jokic and
Man,
attacking. You feel me? And kicking out. And like you feel me? If he beat him, he'll finish. And if he don't, he'll kick it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he's yo, bro. Like he connect on all his passes, bro. He
yeah,
really turned the ball over. How many
yeah.
turnovers he had?
Does it matter? I'm about to check right now, I'm about to check right now just for you. But does it matter? He had three.
Damn,
16
16
assists to
assists with
3
three turnovers.
turnovers. That's like 5 assists to 1 turnover. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Spencer Dinwiddie, Spencer Spin Dinwiddie, Spencer spinning and winning Winwitty, Spencer spinning and winning win Witty. Nah, let me stop. But nah, seriously, man. He took and all of this, he took 7 3 pointers, missed all of them. But he impacted the game on the attacking the basket, and this is the balance that the Brooklyn Nets have because of Spencer Dinwiddie relationship with Jacques Vaughn. He was an assistant coach when
Yeah.
started hoping for real.
Claxton, I like how they got like getting
And
Claxton
you know
more
he from
involved.
there. That's his hood.
Yeah,
That's
I
his
know.
hood. He from Colorado. He went to college there.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say like I like how they got Claxton more involved too. Like lately, you feel me?
Oh yeah.
That big contributor
Oh
to our
yeah.
wins too. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
You can't
Oh
sleep on that.
yeah.
Claxton been putting up 20,
Yo,
15, and 10.
Yo, what up, Leif? Yo, Nets fans in the building, heavy man. Yo, Barry, what up,
what's
man? Nets fans in the building, man.
what's
Fifth seed,
good?
fifth seed, fifth seed.
The big big fifth seed two.
Mm-hmm.
BG Breeze, yo, what a goddamn win, bro. What a
Man,
goddamn win. And credit,
Nets
yo.
fans, the best fans, talk heavy, man.
And yeah, let me get in the talking point. Big game from everybody tonight. Big game collectively on the board. I knew we was gonna have a problem on the boards tonight because Denver, one of them teams, bro. When you got Jokic, when you got AG, when and I think they played Jeff Green and MPJ, they create crazy. They try to use their size a lot, bro, on the boards, and they like to attack the boards a lot. I think Jokic had 20 rebounds by itself, bro.
Yo,
Like
but
that.
hold on. I just want to add to that. I want to say Jokic looked like he was out there by himself. I want to say Spencer Dinwiddie gave
Murray
Murray
went
that
down
work.
though.
Hold on. Spencer Dinwiddie gave Murray that work.
Murray went
Yes, he
down in
did.
like the third quarter, bro.
Yeah,
And
but nah, but what
MPJ
I'm
ain't
saying
play.
before, he shouldn't have
MPJ
played
ain't play
that
in the
game.
fourth quarter.
He shouldn't have played that game. And Reggie Jackson was there. What he do? Nothing. Had
Exactly.
Bryant there.
Exactly.
What's happening,
Yo,
man?
Yo,
yo,
slow
Bruce,
down, Celtic fan.
Breezy,
Like,
I
yo,
told
Bruce,
you niggas going to the playoffs. You said I was
yo,
crazy. I didn't know what I was talking about. You put me in the backstage. How
man,
dare
you
you
didn't
put me
believe
in?
it on
How
yo,
damn,
dare you
man.
put
hold it
somebody as
down.
crazy as
Hold it.
me
Yo,
in the
hold.
backstage?
Yo, put him in the backstage, man.
Word.
Yo, man,
Put him
I
put
had
him
to do that,
backstage.
man.
Yeah,
I ain't
yeah.
mean to do that, but we recapping the game, bro. Leaf just pulled up, BG just pulled up. Yo, I mean, my guy Lav, he was talking heavy. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry about that, Celtic fan. And tread lightly next time.
Yeah, definitely. But
But talk to me,
get
man.
getting back to the talking points. Did y'all see the fourth quarter, bro? Yo, all the way up until the end, until underneath 30 seconds, the Denver Nuggets did not commit a team foul.
Facts.
And we still pulled that game out, and we still was able to, bro.
Yeah,
We had a foul.
yeah,
I think Royce got called for two hands up fouls down the stretch of that game. Just
right.
regular hands up fouls, back to back, two hands up fouls. Dorian Finney-Smith though talk about the hero of the game, bro. He had like
Yeah.
what 5 of them things tonight.
Yo, hold on. I just want to say this before y'all don't know because I it just happened and I didn't know this was going to happen. But I
What's
picked
up?
my number for my jersey, my big fan Breezy jersey. Nobody on the Brooklyn Nets had that number.
Yeah.
Dorian Finney-Smith became one of my favorite players just for the fact that he got number 28. Now,
Facts.
I'm only saying that to say that I was happy as hell. He was finally hitting some threes. He hit 5 of them things, bro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Had some big plays. Had some big defensive plays. Shout out to Claxton, bro. I think he had a perfect night, if I'm not mistaken. What was it? 10 for 10,
Uh-huh.
and he had a jump. He had a crucial
Nah, I think
shot.
he was 8 for 9,
The
Yeah, 8 for
Claxton
9.
was
My
four
bad,
for
my bad. He
four from
did
the
miss a
free throw
shot.
line. You heard? Four for
Yes, yeah.
4 from the free
and he
throw
hit a
line.
one dribble pull up.
One dribble pull up at
Oh,
the
y'all see the
at the
midi?
horn. Yeah,
Y'all
the
see the
midi. Yep,
midi?
it did bounced it and everything.
Nah,
Yes,
I'm about to go
big
to the
play.
thing, bro. I gotta show y'all what exactly where he hit that midi from. Yo, hold on. You see it right there?
Yes, I see it. Oh yeah, I see it. I
That
see it
one
right over
shot
there.
right
That
there. You
one
see
shot
it?
over there. Yeah, I see
Yeah.
it. I
Yo, we gonna
definitely
leave
see
that
it.
up there for the night, man. Shout out to Clax for hitting the midi, man.
Yeah, definitely. But I thought Dinwiddie did a good job of surviving the double teams and keep and maintaining poise. When they drew the double teams on, because every time he got Jokic on the switch, he was definitely sizing them up, and then they threw the double team out there. And then that he was just waiting. Good great patience. He showed great patience in his passing and his playmaking tonight. Obviously he could still get sporadic with driving and looking for the calls and everything, but the thing is with us, man, we ain't gonna get no calls. We not getting no calls down the stretch, not, especially not against a first place team in the league. Like we not getting those calls. I expected that.
Yo, but hold
So
on, but Pete, yo, you gotta hear my guy JV. Shout out to JV. That's my coach, Brooklyn Nets head coach. What did he say? He said we don't complain, we complete. He said we
right,
don't complain, we complete. I
that's
mean,
that.
this is how my coach talk. I never heard a coach for the Brooklyn Nets ever talk like that until
Coach J Vaughn, been like definitely hats off to him. The 8-man rotation, the rotation that we had tonight, that looked like the rotation that we're gonna go in the playoffs with. I would have liked to see more for Cam Thomas and Patty Mills and whatchamacallit, but
Patty
just
Mills
looked like
done.
yeah, everybody keeps saying Patty Mills done, but he led our team in scoring the other night against the Bucks for seed Bucks. So I mean,
nah, he had he was
I
saying he was
I
talking
rather
to Brooklyn
Patty
Nets said
Mills
that. I
over.
remember.
I rather Patty Mills over Seth Curry.
Seth played great tonight.
Oh.
Nah, Seth played great tonight.
Nah,
I ain't
all
hating on
right. So
Seth.
hold on. Let me slow it down with a lab real quick. I'm gonna tell you why I like Seth Curry over. I like Seth Curry over Patty Mills because I think Seth Curry midi is better than Patty Mills, and Seth Curry's better off for the pick and roll. Patty is a lights out shooter for three. And I think Seth Curry got a little more handle than Patty Mills. But it depends who we play, and I think that's up to the coach. But if it's up to me, I'm gonna go with Seth. I think he handled the ball better than
Yeah, I
Patty.
think
Yeah,
I might
Seth
go
is
with
better.
Seth a little bit more.
I'm gonna stay with Patty. I like
Yeah,
how
Curry.
Patty
No,
come off them
I think
screens.
Patty could
Patty
get. I
come off
think
them
Patty is a better
screens.
shooter overall, but I think
No, hell no.
Seth is. You don't think?
Yo,
You don't think
Seth,
Seth?
Patty is a better shooter
yo,
than
hold on.
Seth
Seth is in
still.
the top 5 forever in the Brooklyn, not
Man,
forever.
his name is Curry
All
for a
time in
reason. Come
the
on.
NBA.
Yeah, I got you on that, but I think Patty could heat up faster because Patty moved better without the ball.
Right, but pros and cons though.
Yeah,
Steph Curry handle better. You
that's
feel
it.
me?
Yeah. Steph handle better, and
He
we
could
need
set up a play better. He do a pick and roll better.
that's a fact. And big shout out to big shout out to Joe Harris tonight. He had some key plays in the third quarter. When his 13 minutes, bro, like, and he was only one of two of our players that didn't finish in double figures. Obviously, the other one was Nerlens Noel.
Mhm.
Everybody else chipped in, bro. The biggest win since the Boston game to me.
Yeah.
It would have been the Milwaukee game as well, but biggest game that Milwaukee game still haunt me. I'm
And
still
Yeah,
scratching my head over that.
Bruce
yeah,
Brown didn't do shit.
yeah,
Bruce who? Come on, bro, stop that. Come on, bro. We traded him
yeah,
for a reason. Come on, bro. Like
yeah.
I mean, he all right with what he doing out there, but
Nah,
listen,
Bruce having a solid season in
he
Denver.
having a solid season, but
Nah,
I mean, but
everybody
tonight,
know. Come on, when you look at the
but
stat,
tonight,
yeah,
he was no.
I'm
Nah,
talking about tonight. He had a bad game, but he having a good season overall.
no,
Yeah,
no,
he
but
having a
that's
good season overall. Yeah,
but
he
no,
is.
not. But what I'm saying is, ain't that the point though? I mean, ain't it Royce O'Neal versus Bruce Brown? Shit, I
You
thought he
called
was
that. You called it. You called that,
29
Breeze.
minutes. What we talking about? I see Royce O'Neal with three pointers, 3 for 7. I take it. I
Yep.
take it. 11 points in 29 minutes, and it's
hmm
in the defense he played don't show up on the stat sheet.
And Mikel had a quiet 25, but I
Correct.
give him that too, but as well. But I think Dinwiddie was the key late in the game, just maintaining his poise, and being a creator. He played legit point guard tonight, like just
Yeah.
just waiting for the setups, waiting for the right time to make the right pass and make the right plays. I think the driving was still sporadic a little bit like not burning crazy time and everything, but I think
They
Dinwiddie
try,
played great tonight as the facilitator tonight, man, and just giving the guys the open looks like because with a team like we got to execute more. It ain't about like giving the ball down to somebody down the stretch, bro. Like we got to execute and
yo,
still run
bro.
our sets and run our plays.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. A lot we execute on defense, and it don't show up on the stat sheet. All you get
It
is the
don't.
field goal. Hold on, you get it from the field goal percentage. Case in point is you see us had them go on a string of stops, and it's just like up to us to tie the game, or we like start controlling the pace when we get the string of stops. I mean, look at it, like
That's a
the pace
fact.
of the game. One of the best, and again, everybody knows it. And all I'm saying is fancy. I'm saying it fancy, but the game NBA is a game of runs. You know that.
Right.
Basketball is a game of runs, and a 20-point lead could be a 0 point lead quickly. You know what I'm saying? So I respect the fact that again, Jock Vaughn, the difference between this team beginning of the trade and presently is the cohesiveness of us being able to play better in the first quarter.
Yeah.
And a
Oh, yeah.
large
Absolutely right.
and a large
Absolutely
part of
right.
that is going to be because of Doe. Doe
I
starting in those threes, we're gonna start crushing teams. They're not gonna be able to score with us. We won this game because we shut. I ain't gonna say shut him down, but we slowed down Jokic at the end of the game. And he ain't had no real help. Look at the help he had. Murray, he
We
was.
had
Y'all
a
saying,
good
oh,
game
he left the
plan.
game, but he took 19 shots.
We had a good
right.
game plan, man. We kept trapping them at the
That's
high post.
that
They
was
was
Yeah.
trying to go on the
defense.
high post. We kept doubling and trapping them. He had
We
to
Right.
gave
dish it out.
they
which
listen.
which is which is risky because Jokic got the awareness to like find
Yeah, I was just about to say
anybody.
that.
Bro,
And
they try to
He
make
was
Bruce
finding
Brown beat
anybody though. He
us.
had 10 assists.
yeah,
Bruce Brown, they tried to beat us with Bruce Brown. He had 10 shots. Like fuck out of it.
exactly. But
Like
to add to that, bro, it's not only the first quarters; it's our
with
ability
the
to close game.
Iceman.
It's our ability to close games as well. Like we could have packed it in, the night we played Minnesota when Nas Reed hit that shot, but we was able to keep our poise, maintain calm, and finish out the game and finish out a lot of possessions, a lot of defensive possessions, as well as offensive possessions, and finding the open mans and executing properly. The one thing about this team that I recognize is that we took a big risk in this game tonight. One of the risks that we took was going small, and but
Yeah.
but we able to go. But we able to go small against Jokic because you can headhunt Jokic all day.
Yo,
And that's
P. Yeah, no, I'm with y'all. While you saying that, I'm going through the fourth quarter, like with the
Yeah.
score. I'm not gonna go through the whole game. I'm gonna just go through the fourth quarter. The play by play. Y'all see it?
Hmm.
yeah, I see it. I see it.
You see, boom. You got Jokic. He make it a 118, 117 game. Us Brooklyn Nets. Dinwiddie. Look at that clutch. Who getting the ball? What's happening? Doe. 25-foot 3-pointer from the wing. We controlling the tempo. The crowd is quiet.
Right,
You can hear a pin drop in there. That
right,
shit silence everything.
right,
What? On a
right.
road? We not
On the
nothing to
road.
play with. Tell every player you know that we ain't nothing to play with.
Listen,
I'm
listen. Listen. You already know I'm the loudest voice when it come to my city on PC, bro. Like, and when I get through with old head later on this week, man, I'm gonna let his ass know too, because he was talking kind of crazy. He was talking kind of down, and they talking about us the Knicks. I'm like, yeah, the Knicks. Credit to the, yeah, we gonna give a small hand to the Knicks tonight for beating LA. Obviously,
Mhm.
it is what it is, man. They won that game without Brunson, but let it be known, we not laying down. And
Oh,
this team is
nah,
not laying down, bro. Like we did
nah.
that the first week after the All-Star week. Everybody got their ass whoopings in on us or whatever. We not laying down. We know what we supposed to do. We more attention to detail. Coach Javon is making the right adjustments and making the right timeouts and saying all the right things and doing all the right things. And the players that we got, man, it's no quit players. They don't have it's no cloud over our head about star quality. Ain't no name value, nothing. Everybody just going out there to hoop and do what they got to do and contribute to win. And we closing games out, man. It will closing a game out against the best team in the West is no easy feat. It's no
Yeah.
easy feat, especially when you're not getting calls down the stretch. That's a win. That's the win that I respect, and I put it on my channel earlier. I'm gonna put my channel up in the chat. When I get on my other
Throw
phone.
it in the chat.
Yeah.
Throw
But
it in the chat.
I put my That's the kind of win I respect because when we going eight deep, eight or close to nine deep, and we got
Mhm.
everybody contributing, bro, it's hard to beat that. It's hard to beat
Yeah.
that. It's
Look,
hard to
man.
beat that. Go back to the teams that went to 9 and 10 deep. Go back to the bad boy Pistons in the 80s and 90s when they went 10 deep. It was hard for the referees and the higher ups to control that with all these broken whistles that we wasn't getting.
Yeah.
And it's still all good. We still managed to beat the best team in the West on a home floor and get a big win and try to finish out this road trip. We got one more road game against OKC this Tuesday. I'm not
That's
taking
gonna be
that game
tough.
lightly neither because SGA is a dog, and we gonna do what we gonna do. That's all
Yeah.
it is to it, man.
I feel you, bro. And like you said, I just want to share light because, like you said, it was quiet. I just want to appreciate Mikael Midi Bridges leading the Nets fans to a bridge of believing. He said he
Mhm.
believed in this team. I believe in this team too.
I
And
do too.
a lot of these, you know what I mean? A lot of people want or fans want to hear me like talk arrogant, but now I'm watching them the same way. I seen the losing streak, but now I'm seeing the winning streak. You know, as a
Yeah.
vlog, I'm going through it just how I see it. You know? And again, I see the potential and I see the significance of Doe hitting his three.
Wait, hold on. We third in field goal percentage in the whole NBA.
Bro, we
I
not
think so.
playing, bro.
Damn,
Yeah,
I ain't even peeped that.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think so. Yeah, but
yeah, it's right
I'm
there.
not even concerned with our full season stats. I'm concerned with everything we do after the trade deadline because everything that we did before the trade line don't matter. Because all people gonna do is just if we mention that, all people gonna do is see KD. Y'all needed KD and Kyrie to get y'all at least 30 something wins, bro. You gonna hear that bullshit, bro? Like obviously, whatever.
Nah, I put a fan in the pan easily because the fact is we got a different coach and the significance of the coach is the strategy, how you get to the rim, how you put pressure on the rim, where you shoot from, how you know what I'm saying, and how many times, and etc. on how to score the ball and win the game. Now, that being said,
Exactly.
when I'm looking at it as a coach that been waiting in the wings, seeing Kenny Atkinson, seeing Steve Nash, Dan Tony, seeing all of these different coaches have a head coach opportunity before him, seen the opportunities where he could have left and been head coach again, decided to stay. Had an
Hmm.
interview with Megan Triplett. He was giving a riz. You know what I'm saying? Answering all the
Right.
questions, direct questions. You know what I'm saying? Light work. I'm like,
Hmm.
yeah, that's my coach. Now I'm
Yep.
saying all of this to say he built relationship with Dinwiddie before he even left. He been hooping. He
Right.
believed in Dinwiddie. Mikal Bridges believe. We believe. Well, you know what? How powerful it is to believe something. Yo,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like,
And then because after belief comes the unification, and after that, bro,
yeah,
like everything else then should put it in place because we have a group of players, man, right now that are unified and they all know what they need to do and they all contribute in their own different ways, man. And I'm looking at it from the standpoint. I'm like, yo, whatever
Spencer, the
problems,
leader of this team, man. It's
yeah,
Spence, bro.
I would say I would say he definitely the lead on the floor in situations, man. But I think everybody got a hand in it. The lead on defensively, our leaders is Dorian Finney-Smith, Royce O'Neal, Nick Claxton, and that those three guys, man, specifically because they do the little things necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like shout out to Joe Harris again, man. Like he had some plays other than shooting
Oh
where he
yeah,
got his hand in the passing lanes and led to a big end of the third quarter, man. I think we finished the third quarter like an 11-0 run if I'm not mistaken. Or
yeah,
something like that. Yeah, so some of that nature. But he had big minutes, Steph had big minutes, man. And the thing is, we still got players behind those players that's willing to step up. And we seen that in the Milwaukee game. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
I like this team to me, man. Like I'm more proud of this team than I ever was anytime that Kevin Durant or anytime that Kyrie was here.
I heard
And
everything
I
you
and I
said.
mean that.
I heard everything you said. I'm feeling like the bench mom might almost be back, man. I'm feeling
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying. We getting back to where we was, like what we were building in the first place.
Yep.
That's what I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying. I'm feeling
Yep.
like facts.
And the thing is, we didn't have no backdrop because now we looking at the players that's coming off the bench and producing. As you said, the bench mob. I'm looking at these players and I'm just like, all right, yo, we could actually hang afloat with some of the benches in the league. Think about it, bro. Like if we did this against if
Yo,
we
and
did
that's
what we did against
nah, but the better teams, you know, the better. Yeah. No, to add to your point, to be two
yeah,
things.
right,
The better teams, the better benches. One, two.
right,
We scored 98 points with our bench the other day, tying a record from 71-72 season. So we got a bench that could put up points if necessary. You know what I'm
right.
saying? That's why Cam Thomas tight. Like, yo, you know, I could do this every night if you need me to. But I think he's filling in the role more than having flexibility to you know what I'm saying, control the offense like a Dinwiddie. I think Jock Vaughn has made it clear that it's Dinwiddie team. Dinwiddie wants it. He needs it. And I think he's put that, you know what I'm saying, him and Bridges together. This I don't, they a duo? Like, is Bridges and
I
Dinwiddie a duo? Like, is that a thing?
I
Like,
I,
what we
I I
feeling?
think in terms of like who team it is, man, I think everybody plays a part in the, like whatever big part of going down the stretch of what we need. You know what I'm saying? So like defensively, like going back to Dorian Finney-Smith and Royce O'Neal, like they play a part on the defensive end down the stretch in terms of like who is the guys that we need to follow late league and all right they need to be the front runners of that.
Mhm.
In terms of ball control and security, is definitely Dinwiddie. In terms of first to third quarters, getting out scoring and getting a lead going and getting a run going. It's Bridges, it's the shooters off the bench. So everybody got a piece of the pie in this, man. I don't think it's one person team. I think it's all our team, and I said that on the previous video. Hold up, let me go on the joint and put my joint on blunt real quick. And I
Yeah,
said
do
that
that.
on the previous video, and yeah, man. Like, I mean, I, I don't really have too much to say, man. Like I'm waiting. Yeah, come on, man. Wait for these next games. I'm looking forward to the back-to-back Cleveland games that you talked about. We talked about that on your last video. We just break down
Yeah,
the schedule, and
right. That's it.
yeah, man, I'm looking forward to all of that. I'm looking forward to to proving everybody wrong that said we wasn't gonna do nothing, and when it get down to the stretch, man, like because the thing about it, when you got a team that's building this type of cohesion and building this type of cohesiveness and winning these tight games down the stretch of late in the season, they
Yeah,
got to be a force to reckon with. You gotta look, you gotta pay attention to them. You have
yeah,
to, because if you don't and you miscalculate that now, guess what? You in a series with a team as deep as we are, and that could the starters and the bench players could go and put in the work that they could put in on both sides of the ball and plans of points of attack and executing on both sides of the ball. Then
your
you have
favorite.
to you have to look at that. You have to like bat an eye to that. You can't bat an eye to that. You got to look at that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, no, I
it is
mean,
what it is.
yeah, listen, man, your favorite underdog, man.
Definitely.
We your favorite underdogs, man. I don't know what
Definitely.
else to tell them, man. Listen,
Definitely.
at the end of the day, This was supposed to been happen. They went
Facts.
out and disrespected my guy Dinwiddie. I'm gonna say since ain't nobody else gonna say. They disrespected my guy Dinwiddie, traded him, said, yo, Dinwiddie, we need you back. We was wrong for trading you in the first place. That's the first
Facts.
thing that had to been said in an immediate convo. You know what I mean? I imagine maybe I'm dramatizing it, but
Right.
my point is, for all of that, you could have kept Dinwiddie. Now he's
Yep.
here. Now I'm saying he's playing like he knows he feels that.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't say so eloquently like I did, but something of that nature.
Right.
You know, I deserve this. I should have been doing this. I was building my career here. You traded me for players that would I could have did that.
Right.
Spencer could have led Jared Harris, Joe Harris to the second round. Yes. In 4 years, yes.
Right.
He gonna prove that this year. So all of that, anything up, yo, we going to the second round or more or better or more and better. Like I
Right.
know that part. Like, oh, yo, man.
I was telling people, I'm like, yo, bruh, all I could say is, man, like going forward and the way that we playing and the cohesion that we bring in, do not let us win a playoff round. And Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving teams are not in the second round. I swear to God, bro, I am wilding. I am illing, bro. Like I'm yo.
Hold on,
Yeah, yeah,
hold on. I ain't even see this question. I want to answer this question. Vaughn says, so if we stay at fifth seed in the playoffs, are we beating the young Cavs first round? Yes. I seen Nick Claxton take Jared Allen alley oop, say, nah, you see this right here, this alley oop that you like so much? Nah, I'm gonna take this and you can have it for next game, but for this game, I'm gonna have this. You hold it down, you do something else, you try to score the ball any type of way towards me, I'm shutting it down. Everybody said,
right.
"Oh, he didn't stop Jack." Yo, it took Garland to have like 40 for it to be a close game. And at the
Facts.
end, Nick Claxton caught a big block.
Hmm.
And if they was that nice, he would have threw an alley instead of letting Claxton get the big block. He ain't let Claxton get the big block. Claxton went and got the big block. You feel me?
Yeah. Oh
It's
yeah, but
different. We playing with purpose out there, brother.
that is true. But to get back to the Dinwiddie thing, to Dinwiddie importance of the thing, I was just looking at a basketball reference. We actually helped him when he went to Washington because he got paid. Remember, he got that big ass contract because he was we didn't resign him. That's what it was. That we didn't trade him. We didn't resign him. So when he got to Washington, he got some big money in Washington, and then he got traded for Porzingis in Dallas. I'm looking at it right now on the whatchamacallit. So we actually helped him. We sent him somewhere where he could get his paper, and then he came back. Now he on that contract, and now he back playing with us. But we never really wanted to part ways with him, as far as I know. So like, but yeah, but everything that you said about Dinwiddie, in terms of like, I just seeing the way he controlled the double teams, and he didn't panic tonight. Because
Mhm.
like anybody else, like if we had like young players in that, if we had like an all out young team, I don't think it would have worked. Like I'm glad that we made it out of this trade deadline the way that we did because we could have made it out of much worse. And now I look at the pieces in the
Nah,
team that we
yeah,
got.
uh-huh. Yeah, everybody wanted to say mad stuff about Sean Marks. I said, yo, this ain't a bad situation. And again, I'm gonna keep it real with you. KD, he the one that got us something to prove in the sense of, you know, I know he wants to win again. You know what I
Right.
mean? And you got players like Mikal Bridges that never, to me, never won an NBA championship to my knowledge. Right?
No.
Spencer Dinwiddie was building his career here. Joe Harris was building his career here. Nick Claxton was building his career here. These players got something to prove. Everybody want to overlook this story until it's 30 for 30. I want them to go back and look at my vlogs and be like, yo, he knew it. This guy gets it.
Right.
Because we know over here, Nets fans is the best fans. We are attentive to this team. Sean Marks made things right by getting Spencer Dinwiddie back. It's good for the culture. It's good karma.
Facts.
It's
Facts.
good. We got good karma because of it. And you see how he's been playing. Like,
I
yo,
think
this is
that
special season.
Kevin and then to touch on the Kevin Durant situation for a little bit, I think that Kevin Durant wanted to prove that he could win, like as him as the clear cut guy, and instead of everybody questioning
and everybody having like Curry on one side and him on the other side in Golden State. That's what I think he realistically came over here for. That's what I believe. But I mean, obviously it didn't work out. That everything went left with the injuries, and I still think to this day, had we would have won, had we would have beat Milwaukee in that shot, I don't think it was a clear cut that we was winning the championship with the pieces that we had. We was playing Mike James. Mike James was getting heavy minutes, bro, in that Milwaukee series. You remember that? You remember that, Breeze?
You said what?
Mike
Mike
James was getting heavy minutes in that Milwaukee
James
series. Yeah,
when instead of yep, I remember that.
yeah, because when Kyrie when James Harden had got hurt, he was still out there, but James Harden was like 50 something percent, and then Kyrie had got hurt in that game 4. We really was supposed to win game 3, but Bruce Brown, aka the floater man, took like
Mm-hmm.
5 floaters in the fourth quarter and only made one. And
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Durant,
Exactly.
yeah. So I but losing on that game. But getting back to this team,
Yeah, hold on. I wanna get into this comments real quick. Barry said, "Imagine playing that." I got you on that. Let me get to this comment by Vach, but I got you, Barry. Yeah, I don't know. I don't duck no smoke.
okay.
Spencer says son wanted to go back home to Brooklyn a while before he was traded back to Brooklyn. It's good that he's here.
Yes,
Yo, bro,
definitely for sure.
captain. He's a co-captain or something.
Yeah,
Of the ship.
definitely, yeah,
A
definitely.
champion. It's a championship. We need captains and co-captains.
Captains, yeah, because I definitely definitely for him front him and Mikel as the captains. But the thing about it is, and I stay to this. Remember, I said this last week. They can't get sporadic. They
Mhm.
can't lose their cool. Because everybody gonna look to them on the offensive end. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna look to them on the offensive end, even though we gonna execute our plays and we gonna get open looks for everybody that need to get open looks down the stretch, but we still have to. They still have to maintain a poise. I think that's important going for the rest of the stretch, for the rest of the season, and going into the postseason. And I think we should be good. And man, if they maintain that, if they maintain their poise and everything, I think we're gonna be good, Breeze, man. I think we're gonna be solid.
Yeah, hold on. Let me address this smoke by Barry because it's all smoke with them. KVN, who run the City of the podcast, we was doing it on Fridays or after the game because there's usually a game between the Nets and Knicks. We switched it to Saturdays at 11 a.m. Pull
Gotcha.
up, please like, share, comment, subscribe, especially comment and subscribe and like all that because the comments we put the post of the comments and we get into the comments and it'd be a lot of fans debating. You know what I mean? Some of them be heavy, some of them would be right there, and I gotta be honest about certain things. They asked me if Cam Thomas was better than Neo quickly. I'm a big Cam Thomas fan, but I couldn't give him that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like
I
so,
just, I just, and I just don't think Cam Thomas is 100% ready for like what this stretch is gonna provide and gonna be about, because it's gonna be about like making all the right plays, being the players that we are, being the players that we have. Excuse me.
Nah, I don't think it's that. They keep telling him it's not his time, but he's nice enough to play now. And the thing with him is I'll trade me then. You know what I'm saying? And I think he has that confidence because he was building with Kyrie and Katie, looking at them as big bros, and they got traded. So he's just and he's young too. So
Right.
realistically, I want to see him do his thing, but I don't know if he's willing to wait to get his chance here because it's Dinwiddie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the way as far as culture and the way it goes, like yeah, we want to see Cam Thomas shine. I respect what Jacques Vaughn do. He instead of giving that those minutes and those attempts to Cam Thomas, he gave it to Seth Curry. And I
Right.
respect that. As a fan, I respect that. I'm a fan of Jacques Vaughn as a head coach, so I don't just like him because he's a Brooklyn Nets head coach. And again, I'm a big Cam Thomas fan, but I could see why he tightened up the rotation, get ready for the playoffs. Don't give him 5, 10 games, give him a good 20 games, tighten up. You know what I'm saying? When it's time to rest them, he rests them, and
Right.
I like that. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
definitely,
He's
definitely,
showing what it
definitely.
is. He's
Coach
showing
J,
what
yeah,
it is.
Coach
Yeah.
Javon. I think you was right on about Coach Javon, man. Just making all the necessary adjustments.
Yeah,
Um, what you said about him in the previous weeks, before on PC on here, and everything I heard you say about him, just in terms of making the right adjustments, making the right subs,
well,
putting Seth, allow Seth Curry to get back in the lineup, and I mean I do like Cam Thomas. I'm liking his game. It's a lot of things. It's things he definitely could improve on and could be better at, obviously. But as a young player, I definitely like his game and I like the direction that he's headed. Future six man of the year in my book, man. Like if this keeps up, but
Yeah.
I think plugging Seth in and the minutes that he's been able to play and the help that he's been able to provide off the bench, along with Joe Harris, who has a newfound confidence every time he shoots the ball and every time he's out there.
Hmm. No, I don't
It's
think it's newfound. I think it's I'm comfortable with Spencer. You
right,
know what I'm saying? Him and Spence, they go way back. Both of them, rise of their careers was together. And I
right.
think this season is going to prove that. These guys pull together after a loss. We lost one time. We won that next game. We don't go on losing streaks. We go on winning streaks. It's
That's a fact.
because these guys after the game, after they know you know what I mean? They played and they did their thing and everything, and they look at each other in the eye. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still believe in you. Like,
right.
they believe in each other. That's what I'm saying. It's not just Mikal Bridges saying, I believe in you. It's the belief of Spencer saying, I believe in myself. I know I could be a number one option. Him and Mikal Bridges, you could say who's the number one option, but Spence is the point guard. So you see how that play out. You feel what I'm
Exactly,
saying? And so that's
exactly.
what I'm saying is, are they a duo? Like, I think that's something that we should be talking about. Are they a duo?
I
Like,
yeah, I
I'm
think
gonna say yes right now, bro.
I think yeah. I would say yeah in terms of like who we need to go down the stretch and who is the meat and potatoes of what we do offensively for sure. Obviously defensively, it's self-explanatory, man. Like Dorian Finney-Smith and all the other wings that we got, Royce O'Neal,
His
Mikal
defense is
Bridges.
impressive, bro.
Yeah. I think Dorian. I think Dinwiddie defense is very underrated as well. And so is Seth Curry. I think Seth Curry team defense is underrated as well.
Yeah. He
Joe Harris.
fouled before you get past him.
Yeah, definitely for sure. But they team defense
I like that.
collectively, I think we are very underrated as well. But one question I wanted to ask you about getting back to the Cam Thomas situation going back to the 340 point games. Do you think if we went undefeated in that stretch, do you think Cam Thomas still get the minutes that he get now during that time?
I think he probably get the minutes over Seth Curry, but I think Jack Vaughn is intentional in not having him in a rotation just because he's a smaller guard and a scoring guard more than a defensive guard. You add 3-and-D guys with Spence running the show. I think that's what Jack Vaughn wants. You
Right.
know, he doesn't want Cam Thomas is used to running the show, but Jack Vaughn wants Spence to do it, and it makes sense why. A lot of reasons, right? But
Yeah.
Cam Thomas wants that role, and I think that by Jack Vaughn being honest with Cam Thomas, because he said in a press conference that Cam Thomas came to him and asked him about minutes specifically, like, yo, why you not playing me? And he said he spoke to Cam Thomas. So what I'm saying is that kind of transparency between a
Mhm.
head coach and a young player that's hungry, that's feels ready to play, you know, you either gonna build a relationship there, and the player they're gonna be honest. You got to be. I guess that's how you form the relationship on how he handles it. I think he handles it well. I think part of the reason why the relationship with Jacques Vaughn and Spence is so good is because he was assistant coach and he's seen him hoop. I said this earlier, but I'm just saying it to bring it up to speed to make my point is that he don't have that same relationship with Cam Thomas. He
Right.
has a relationship with Spencer Dinwiddie, not Cam Thomas.
Right.
And I could see Cam Thomas wants minutes, but I could also see how Jacques Vaughn put a rotation together for us to win. And the only reason why Cam Thomas is really not getting the minutes is because when he had the opportunity, he went cold. So he
Right.
got some DNPs after that, and he put Seth Curry. So you got to realize for one few games, he put Cam Thomas over Seth Curry for minutes.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So what I'm saying is he started early. He's using all of these games to switch the lineup. He's not waiting 5, 10 games to get ready for the playoffs. He's getting ready for the playoffs
Yeah.
as we speak.
Right. 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 And I think big shout out to Coach Jay Vaughn for recognizing that he had to make a change in the lineups, and making a change in adjustments. It was at the detriment of Cam Thomas because the young player once we make the trades that we made, like obviously you thinking to yourself like if you and Cam Thomas said you think to yourself, I'm like, all right, man, my minutes about to go up. We about to go. I'm about to go up to like 28, 30 something minutes, man. I played 30 something minutes before they got here, but he was playing that out of necessity. Out of, you know what I'm saying? He was playing that out of
Yeah,
necessity. So,
right.
Jimenez,
No, no, but no, it's funny how you said it, it's true. I hear what you mean by that. Like, yeah, he'll be upset. And again, I'm not gonna lie. Um, when I say we almost got the benchmark, I mean him. I could tell he's tight. He's not getting minutes. When I see him on the bench, you know how they flash and all of that. The
yeah,
commercial, like they show the bench or a play or something like that,
yeah,
and it's like, yo, man, he want to be out there. He's a hungry player. And his favorite player was Kobe. You know what I
right,
mean? He's out there to hoop. He's
right,
not ain't shit funny.
yeah,
I'm out
yeah.
here to
Ain't nothing.
hoop.
Yeah,
I
I'm
could
out there
be
to hoop.
doing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I think that he has to. He's learning how to respect the coach because the coach is making
hmm,
that decision, and we're winning. Now, if we were
right,
losing, that'd be a different story. But that's
right,
what I'm saying. Give him credit. He not that
definitely.
sour. You know what I mean? He comes still as a professional. You know,
Hmm,
don't give him some credit. You know, he
hmm,
may not cheer everyone everybody else is because that's the thing about being a coach to a player. You understand the player instead of a situation where you look at you observe them in a different light. You know what I mean? You
hmm,
understand your roster, your rotation, your players, your teammates. I seen a huddle when I was watching the Bridge. I think it's the Brooklyn Bridge. This show for the Brooklyn Nets show. You watch their channel. They got like a 10-minute show
yeah,
episode. And at the it was a part with Mikal Bridges. He was like, "Bring it in, yo. We win or loss, we family." You know what I'm saying? Oh Lord, I forget how he said it, but that he was just, that's how he was coming to the team with that energy.
right,
He came with a good, and he came with with twin with it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I like the camaraderie. I think we have surprising chemistry. But if you're a fan, if you're not a fan, you ain't gonna say all of the stuff I just said. Like you're
yeah,
not
yeah,
really.
yeah. You're not, yeah, and I think,
That's why it's
that's
a surprise to them and not us.
yeah, yeah. That's what, and a lot of people look on the outside looking in. They ain't gonna get it until we end. Like we got to go on like another 16 straight games or wins for everybody for the rest of the world to catch up. You know what I'm saying? Like that for the rest of the world to catch up, and then ESPN to make a story on it, and then Sports Center and all this other crazy, the media to get the crazy thing of it because they're not looking at it because no, excuse me, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving just got traded, and they ain't expecting the Nets to do shit. That's the thing about it. And so I'm like looking at it, I'm like, yo, if you look across the board, our team is much deeper now than it was most of the time that we had Kevin Durant or most of the time that we had Kyrie. Because most of the time that we had them, they wasn't always out there together. At least we got players like that we could depend on down the stretch of games on the offensive side, on the defensive side, that's out there together night in and night out on a road on one of the hardest road trips of the season for a team that just got together and building that camaraderie and coming together and doing all the things that we trying to do going forward.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
nah,
saying?
yeah, nah, yo, man. Shout out to Leaf, man. I appreciate you. I'm about to close out soon, but everything he said, yeah, man, I agree with that. And again, man, we played the Knicks in the playoffs, Barry. I think, again, what adding to what Leaf said, with all of that going into the playoffs, it don't matter who the team is. We not focused on that. What I will say is the city will be electric, but we going to compete when we go to the
That's all
Garden
it
and
is.
when we protecting the Barclays and when we go to the Garden, we're going to compete.
I don't
Know
give a
that.
damn where we go, man. We could go to listen. Let's go to Milwaukee, man, for 7 straight
This
days. I don't care, man.
it's a energy cohesively bringing this team together. It's a magic in the air, for lack of better words. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Like,
It is. It definitely is. And the thing is, I feel it more with this group because we what do we really need? We like everything that we did with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. That was what the Knicks was trying to do when they was trying to sign when they were saving up cap space and they were saving up money. That was their game plan. That's what they wanted to do. And now they realize what we realized before then, and then we lost track of. We realized we didn't need to do that. We didn't need
mhm.
to do that because all that does is create more unwanted attention and more unwanted attention, and we don't get to focus on basketball. Look at the problems that we had the whole time we had Kyrie. Look at all the issues, the
Yeah.
unnecessary issues, all of the stuff unbasketball related. Now you don't have that. Now we going into road trips and with seasoned guys and guys that know how to play.
Mm-hmm.
The Seth Currys, the Dorian Finney-Smiths, all of these guys that had big roles on their previous teams.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, Royce O'Neal on
Yo,
Utah. We
Leaf,
hit
yo,
the
yo,
like
Leaf, yo, Leaf. It's a perfect relationship with Spencer. Like you don't want to be the number one option because you're the point guard.
right,
So Mikal Bridges, he wants to be the number one option, right?
right.
So it's just in that. You know what I'm saying? They finding chemistry. Like there's a lot of ways they're finding chemistry, man. I'm a fan of it, man. Yo, listen,
Definitely.
man. Nets fans is the best fans. And
Yep.
again, man, listen, yo, this game to me, if I had a favorite play in this game, I'll be honest, it'd be one of the plays where we took the lead. You know what I'm saying? And we
Yeah.
had the pace of the game. I think that was like my favorite part of the game. Like,
I think I would go. My favorite part of this game is when we slowed down their run when they was starting to make the run in the fourth quarter and Dinwiddie hit the mid range on what was it, on the left side on I
okay,
think on the left side of the court, and then we slowed down the run. That's when we got the pace back, because if you know anything about Denver, that altitude, they always like to get going, to score
hmm
in a hurry and try to get back. They could erase a 20-point lead in seconds. You know how the
hmm
Western Conference is, but like if you can't maintain pace, if you can't control pace, they gonna get you. They gonna
yeah,
get you, and that's what we gonna find out with the even the more faster teams like Sacramento, like Golden State, and those teams that like to get up and run and get their shit done in a hurry. So in 8 seconds to turn into 8-0 run, messing with any of them teams easily.
yeah. Yeah, nah, shit, totally, bro. Listen, all that's about to happen this week. We got an exciting week of basketball. I'm glad they're getting that rest. And it's better
Yeah,
to see, you know what I'm saying? If your eyelids is heavy after a win, I imagine you sleep better. Shout out to the Nets. Shout out to the
definitely.
Leaf. You
Yep.
know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out. Shout out to Breeze, man. We gotta put your channel out there, because I probably talk more on your channel than I talk on PC and on my own channel, man. So I gotta get, yeah, I definitely gotta get your word out there. But because the next coach is coming. It's coming, bro. Like whoever ain't here. I guess if you ain't in Brooklyn, you ain't in the New York City area, and you ain't in the Brooklyn area, you probably won't understand. But it's the culture is coming.
Yeah,
The
nah, that's
camaraderie is
it.
coming,
We
man.
the culture, man. We building
Definitely.
now, man. We doing it now, and I think that's part of the magic in the air, man. Part of what we doing,
Yeah.
what we were without Katie and Kyrie coming here and changing the team totally. We that, and again, a major part of that. Remember this
Right.
is John Vaughn, because he was the assistant coach while all of this was happening. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I think that's what the magic in the air is. Him having the experience to see, you know, all of the things to do right and wrong and kind of be a culmination of it. I mean, he's a good head coach, man. I'm impressed. You know what I mean?
Definitely,
I
definitely.
think
He's definitely starting to grow on me. Um,
word.
I mean, I think
Now hold on,
you
I
get
just want to say this. I want to say this to the point. How I compliment the coach of being the good head coach is the clutch games. So
yes,
the clutch games are 5 minutes or less. The scores within 5 points.
yeah,
So my thing is that's what tonight was, and a good coach is going to help you get that win.
yo,
And
yeah,
I think that's what
for
we
sure,
seen tonight. You know
for
what I'm
sure,
saying? The the
for
the
sure.
late the late subs, you know what I mean, and stuff
Yeah,
like that. So
for, for
I
sure, for sure,
I, I
for sure.
I appreciate the win, man. We still in
Yeah,
fifth though.
definitely. Yeah,
So
we still in fifth. I think going forward, I'm gonna get this last point off, and I'm gonna rock. Going forward, I'm looking forward to the Cleveland games that you was talking about in the last video, the two back-to-back Cleveland games that we got against them, because that could possibly be a first round matchup. If we get those games, um, either way, because if we jump to 4 and then they jump to 5, obviously then we got to see them. They got to come to our home court. We playing it like it's in. You know how hard it is to beat a team multiple times after you just finished playing them in March, and then you got to come play them in April and everything, and then line up, and then they know what you're doing. Y'all know what y'all doing. It's all a point if the shit is gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So,
nah,
um,
nah, I totally agree. And again,
yeah,
that's part of you know not to be long winded, but that was part of the reason I felt like Jacques Vaughn, you know, listen, Jack Vaughn is a coach that I got a chance to observe before he became a head coach. A lot of responsibility wasn't his, and I'm sure he was there, had his own opinion. Oh, we should have did this, we should have that. We seeing a lot of that come into play. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? His vantage point is part of the reason why we're a good team, man. I'm telling you.
Right.
And again, man, I do feel like, as far as the culture and you saying that it's coming, I don't know, man. I gotta debate it a little bit. I do push back and say it's here, man. I will say that we've been waiting for this. This is the season we was really waiting for, and I don't know, man. Mikal Bridges, his favorite player being KD, is something special about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It,
it
it's
is.
something. It's something to say, man. It's
It
something
is.
special about that. It's something special about the fact that he play like KD, gets to his spots. He's really fast. When you watch him play and you watch Kevin Durant is more of a I'm an imposing player. Like you can't do nothing
Yeah,
about it. You know what I'm saying? And Mikal Bridges is more, all right, you will take the way mid range, I'm gonna go to the 3 point, and he's fast enough to do it. You know what I mean? Like
exactly. And fast enough and young enough and had the right mindset. Definitely got all the physical attributes, man. His wingspan is out of this world for his height.
yeah,
Um,
no, yeah, no,
and
seriously, like he's a hooper.
Yeah,
He's a hooper.
definitely, definitely. And his shot is a lot more cleaner than I gave him credit for coming before, because I ain't really watching that much of Phoenix, but we're watching him now that he got a little bit more leeway and he got the keys a little bit to the offense and stretches and moments in the game. Oh, for sure, for sure. He is definitely on the up. He's definitely on the up and up. But yeah, Breeze, man. Once again, man. Of course, it's been a great show. We gonna chop it up again. I gotta get on in on that Saturday joint that you got with the other podcast
Oh
you
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
you got that type of energy too. We usually have call ups. Last week, I think we had to call up, but yeah, you need to call up, man. You need to call up the show
Yeah,
and talk what you know, man, because you know basketball, man. So that'd be dope. And again, a lot of fans don't believe why they don't understand. Like your boy, what's his name? PS5.
P5, P5, yeah,
Oh
P5.
man, when I said I went there to chill with chill, I really wanted to there to cook. And the reason why all of the stuff that I said tonight, I don't have time to say when it's chill with chill. And
Right.
my thing is, I gotta learn, how to like now. I gotta do the prepping so I can do the cooking on the show. Just
Yeah,
cook a
yeah,
real,
yeah, definitely.
then get
Yeah,
back to
this is,
chilling with
and the
chill.
thing is, I like any of the PC shows. I had to learn that quick because the thing is, even though the show entitled what is entitled, I gotta remember that these dudes, man, like they going to like basically talk their points, and we don't talk our points. We talking our
Yeah,
points from the standpoints of like we looking, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, most of what I've been watching more Brooklyn Nets games in these last stretch of weeks, man, than I've been watching when we had Kevin Durant. Like, and before I was watching more games because we had D'Lo. Like, anytime we got a team that nobody is really focusing on, those are the teams that I like. The teams that nobody really looking at, nobody really focusing on. They just like, yeah, they did whatever, man. Listen, I see something that you don't. When I see it, I'm gonna call it out. You're gonna be like, nah, Leaf, it ain't gonna happen. No, that shit. And then when it happened, then I come get you later, and then you looking crazy, and I'm like, all right, see what happened. See what happened. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
yeah.
always up for that, bro. But I'm a rock, man. We gonna do this thing. We gonna do this thing again. What we got a game Tuesday?
Tuesday. Let me see. Let me
We got
double check.
OKC Tuesday, right?
Yeah, I think we got OKC Tuesday and we got Kings on Thursday, but I'm pretty sure that's the schedule.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
pretty
yeah. All
sure
right. The,
that's
the
what it
Kings,
is.
the Kings game, I'm more ecstatic for. The OKC game. If we do everything, we come correct. Because SGA is a dog. I started to watch some OKC games, and I could see him turning into what he's turning into for a reason, man. He a dog, man. Like if you get a chance, I had the NBA app and I got League Pass. I'm gonna start watching some more of his games, man, because he is
Yeah,
for real,
yeah.
man. So we gonna that's the next game, and Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get at you though, man. Like we gonna chop it up, man. Brooklyn stand
All right.
up, man. Everybody in the chat, man. Brooklyn stand up all day, every day, man.
Nah,
Because
facts. Yo. Thank you, Leaf. I appreciate you, Brody.
of course, man. I'm holler.
All right. Yo, shout out to Leaf Nets fans, are the best fans. Shit, I'm out to peel off too. And for the most part, all I was gonna say is in closing, it's good to know that we in the fifth place. I had a debate with a Knick fan earlier about being in fifth place, and we in fifth place. So that's that. But besides that, what I will say is I think we protect fifth place. I think it'll be here and it'll be like that. You got Mikal Bridges said I like it here a lot on Twitter. I mean, just that's the news. He just did that 12:05. We were here, and he's saying that he likes it here. I mean, Bridges, Brooklyn Bridges. He got a nickname already. I think the culture's back. I can feel the vibe. Can you feel it, Nets fans? Can you feel the energies, the electricity, the intensity of the city? I can feel it. Be steady, for we will rise again and play to win. Until tell a friend, subscribe, all that good stuff. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Peace.